Well, first let me discuss clause complements, right? Complement are basically two types of complement. Or complement work as subject complements, object complements, right? Then adjective complements, and as you say, prepositional complements, right? So about clause complements, you remember these points. A noun phrase can be a clause complement. Noun phrase, I discussed elaborately noun phrase, different parts of noun phrase. I think you can remember them well. And linking verbs, right? Linking verbs. What are linking verbs? Be, look, appear. These types of verbs are linking verbs. Linking, why they are called linking? Because they link sometimes subject and complement. They sometimes link object and their complements. But you focus on the first one because I am talking about linking verbs. Linking verbs are mainly we are used in the first type, that is subject and complement are linked, right, by a linking verb. What is linking verb? Be verb, is, am, are, right? Then look, দেখা, দেখা means কোনো কিছু দেখা না, দেখতে. He looks handsome, right? He looks handsome, right? He is a lawyer. So be verb, look. Seem, SWM মানে হচ্ছে মনে হওয়া, right? He seems to be intelligent. Seem, right? So these are linking verbs, and with these verbs we get complement. Subject complement, right? Subject complement, remember it. Subject. So she is a good teacher. So noun phrase, a good teacher, complement, it refers back to subject, she. So subject complement, right? An adjective or adjective phrase can be complement of a clause, right? Your suppose your lecture is interesting. You talk about some teacher, right? Your lecture is interesting. The story is amusing. The story is amusing. Again, be verb, subject, the story, amusing adjective, so complement, right? So noun phrase as complement, adjective as complement, and you note it. They all, in every case, come after linking verb, be verb. Now, nominal clause, our topic of discussion. We are talking about nominal clause, right? In the previous two classes, we discussed different aspects of nominal clause. Again, today we are talking about nominal clause, and today's focus is on complement. So, naturally, we shall see how a nominal clause works as a complement, right? Let me give you an example. The trouble is that I cannot speak Hindi well, or the problem is that, or my problem is that I cannot speak Hindi well. So again, be verb is, and this time you get a noun clause. That I cannot speak Hindi well, right? So you are familiar with this type of noun clause. WH clause, that clause, major varieties of noun clause, right? So here that clause is the complement. My problem is that I cannot speak Hindi. So in every case, you have got be verb, and after that you have got uh, either adjective or a noun phrase or a nominal clause, and all of them are complements. I think you have understood. So first you listen to this voice recording, think it over, try to understand. If you have any problem, ask me, then I shall switch on to next part of today's lesson. Okay. Well, I think you have understood the example of noun clause as complement. Now follow the example. First, write down the example sentence where you get noun clause as complement. You write down the sentence, follow the example, and write two sentences of your own with noun clause as complement. So, what is the verb pattern? S, V, C, subject, verb, complement. V means be verb, right? And C is either WH clause or that clause, right? You just put in these clause elements and you will get a sentence with noun clause as complement. Okay, listen, you have to follow the verb pattern. That is very scientific approach to learning syntax. When I was a student like you, I did not have the advantage of learning clauses in this way. So this term or approach is very important. That is verb pattern. If you have clear idea of a certain verb pattern, just like mathematics, you can confidently produce correct sentences. That's why again I ask you to concentrate on the verb pattern I have set before you to follow, right? What is the verb pattern? S plus V plus C, subject, verb, complement. Now focus on, concentrate on V. V means here exclusively be verb. No other verb will work here because you are using complement. So with complement only, as I told you earlier, linking verbs go. No other verbs can go with complement. So the most common linking verb is be verb. So the examples you have given do not have be verb in them. You have used have verb or other verbs, right? So use be verb. Otherwise, this construction will not be correct. Without be verb, you cannot use complement. Once again, keep it in mind, okay? Now let me give you an example to help you understand the concept better, right? For example, this is what I mean, right? This is what I mean. Yes, this is be verb. What I mean, noun clause. So S plus B plus C, right? Let me give you another example. The fact is that he is not rich at all. The fact is that he is not rich at all. Again, the fact, subject, be verb, is V, that is V. B verb is. That clause, that he is not rich at all, that clause, so it is complement. So this is how you have to frame your sentences if you want to use nominal clause or noun clause as complement, right? Is it clear? I shall discuss prepositional complement, but Shonok, who has written the sentence, the cow is surprised to see the snake. The sentence is correct, very good sentence, it makes sense, but it does not follow the verb pattern. S plus V plus adjective plus that clause, right? Sentence is correct. Now, prepositional complement. Let me give you an example, right? They argued, ARGUED, argue means তর্ক করা, যুক্তি দেখানো. They argued about what should be changed. They argued about what should be changed. So subject, verb, about preposition, then WH clause. What should be changed, right? I am not aware of what has happened to him, right? I am not aware of, then preposition, then WH clause. I am not aware of what has happened to him, right? So if you put in a WH clause, that is noun clause, after a preposition, it will become a prepositional complement. Now, to understand all these syntactical matters or different types of sentences, I am trying to make you understand, right? If you understand them better, as I advised you earlier, you should go through the texts to find out more examples of sentences with such verb patterns, right? So I again advise you to go through your text, try to find out many examples of such sentences, that is, sentences which have these verb patterns. Today we discussed nominal clause as complement, right? I think you have understood. So go through the text, find more examples, write them down, and following those example sentences, you frame some sentences of your own. Now, some of you have responded very well. I am very happy. But you have not followed the specific verb pattern, right? So, if you cannot identify the verb pattern, then you cannot frame sentences correctly. You may frame them sometimes correct, but other times they may not be correct. That means I'm talking about confidently. You have to frame sentences confidently. And it is only possible if you have sound knowledge of verb pattern. S plus V. Today's verb pattern S plus V plus C, right? And under this key verb pattern, you got different types of sentences. So